Sea Turtles by Kathy Cranking. Shell Story. The first thing you notice about a sea turtle is its big, beautiful shell. And that brings up one of the main differences between sea turtles and most other kinds of turtles. Most turtles have shells like houses and they can pull their heads and limbs into. But a sea turtle can't pull it into its shell at all. The shells of most kinds of sea turtles are made of bone and cartilage, the same bendable stuff your ears are made of. These are covered with thin plates called scutes. But the leatherback shell is different. Its shell is made up of cartilage and tiny bones, but covering these is a layer of leathery skin. The leatherback is the biggest of all the sea turtles, suited for the sea. Sea turtles breathe air with lungs, just as you do, but they can hold their breath a lot longer than you ever could. The green sea turtle is the champ. It can stay underwater for as long as 5 hours. To swim, sea turtles use their strong paddle-shaped front flippers. Their hind flippers help with steering. But sea turtles are more than just great swimmers. Some of them are great divers. The leatherback can dive more than 1,000 feet deep, looking for food. That's the length of the 3 football fields, and its deepest dives can be 3 times deeper than that. Chow time. Did someone mention food? Depending on the species, sea turtles can be animal eaters, plant eaters, or both. They don't even have teeth, but their beaks can give clues as to what they eat. The sharp, strong beak of the leatherback of the loggerhead turtle, for example, is great for crushing the shells of crabs and shrimp. A hawkbill's narrow pointed beak helps it pull prey such as sponges from tight spaces in a coral reef. A leatherback has a soft, delicate beak, just the thing for eating squishy foods such as jellyfish. And the green sea turtle's jagged-edged beak is great for snipping seagrasses and scraping algae off coral and rocks. Nesting time. Sea turtles spend most of their entire lives in the water. But when it's nesting time, the females come ashore to lay their eggs. They often return to the same beaches where they themselves hatched. In most species, a female sea turtle comes ashore at night. She crawls clumsily along the sand. Next, she uses her flippers to dig a nest. Depending on the species, she lays from 50 to 200 round white eggs. Then she covers them up with sand and lumbers back into the sea. Later, the baby turtles hatch from the eggs and dig their way out of the nest. They crawl down to the shoreline and then disappear into the waves. Turtle troubles. Sea turtles have been around for millions of years, but these days they face their share of troubles. Many get caught in fishing nets or tangled in fishing lines. Turtles are also harmed by pollution, litter, and oil spills. Lights along the streets and on buildings near the beach can cause problems too. Newly hatched babies can become lost and crawl toward the artificial light instead of the ocean where they belong. Hope for the future. The good news is that a lot of people are trying hard to help sea turtles. Many laws have been passed to protect them. In some places, for example, beach communities are required to turn off outside lights at night during nesting season. And to keep eggs safe from the predators, pollution, and other dangers, people sometimes carefully dig them up and move them to nurseries protected by high fences. Thanks to conservation efforts like these, sea turtle numbers are actually going up in some places. With a little luck, these ancient reptiles will be flapping through the sea for another 100 million years. Number 6. According to the article, which statement best describes why baby turtles are having problems? A. Because they get lost in the waves when they go to the shore. B. Because they don't even have teeth. C. Because they can't pull into their shells and protect themselves. D. Because of the impact humans have on the environment. Number 7. Based on the information in the article, what kind of beak would be helpful for eating ice cream? A. A loggerhead's turtle beak. B. A hawk's tail beak. C. A leatherback beak. D. A green sea turtle beak. Number 8. Which sentence best states the main idea of this passage? A. Sea turtles are amazing creatures and are currently an endangered species. B. The most interesting sea turtle is the leatherback. C. People must take action to save sea turtles. D. Sea turtles have a unique way of hatching their young. Number 9. Which of the following details does not describe a way that sea turtles have adapted to their environment? A. Sea turtles breathe air with lungs, just like you do. B. It can stay underwater for as long as 5 hours. C. The leatherback can dive more than 1,000 feet deep looking for food. D. Depending on the species, she lays from 50 to 200 round white eggs. Number 10. Which of the following does not make up a leatherback turtle's shell? A. Cartilage. B. Tiny bones. C. Leathery skin. D. Thin plates.